Hey guys, welcome to RT Infrastructure Micro Lesson, where we go over bits and pieces of network automation in AWS. And today's lesson, we will be talking about adding VLANs to interfaces. So interfaces are the physical ports on the switch, and those ports needs to be configured. One of the most common configuration is adding those ports to VLANs, and we talked about previously where VLANs are pretty much how we segregate the network. I gave the example of how we had a bunch of departments in the building and we throw each department in one room, and that would be one VLAN. Um, and then inside of that room, you can classify maybe the people as the actual interfaces or the ports because they're all being we're adding that interface to that VLAN, so that VLAN can communicate with other people within that VLAN. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a show VLAN because we just want to make sure that we have all our VLANs configured. Right here, we can see VLAN 500 for accounting. So that's the one we're going to use. And then if you notice in VLAN 1 here, we have all the ports are in that VLAN. So we want to configure one of these ports to be in VLAN 500 instead of VLAN 1. So let's go ahead and go into our config.t configuration terminal. We'll go ahead and get into the interface. So to actually get into that interface, we have to do interface um, FA, which stands for fast Ethernet 0/1, and then hit enter. I am using Cisco Packet Tracer, so they have fast Ethernet, whereas in newer switches, you'll probably never even see fast Ethernet. You'll see probably something like GI, which is a gigabit. So but regardless, we're actually inside of the interface. Now we want to add that interface to that VLAN. So we want to go switch port, access, VLAN, and then we're going to go ahead and do 500. All right. And there we go. So now if we go ahead and do, if we exit out of configuration terminal, and then we go ahead and do show VLAN, you can now see in VLAN 500, you see port F01 is now in that VLAN. All right, so that's going to do it for this micro lesson, and I will see you guys for the next one.